Well, I am a tad disappointed. Let me take my hat off. I just recorded about a 20-minute video, and about 70% of it did not save. It didn't load. OBS decided it did not want to work. So, I did some stuff down there. You can see there's 5 new buildings and 2 happy ghasts. I'll show you the happy ghasts and their names, but I can't just rebuild the builds. I was very proud of them too. They have somewhat lore behind them and stuff, and didn't work well. They're all here. There's a lot of the gradients out, but I completed them all. I have them over here. I have lore. This is the place where happy ghasts grow. There's test tubes, and one of the test tubes fell, and the happy ghast just fell out. But I guess the 1-year anniversary of this world where I do a tour will be when you get to see those. I'll show you my 2 guys. This one right here, which I'll have to explain it now. His name is Schumers im Hintern, which is German for pain in the butt, because he flew away twice off of his lead over there and just flew off into the distance. And then this one's my favorite. His name is Biscotti, and I love him. So, unfortunately, you will not get to see how I built these things because that footage doesn't exist. Instead, I decided that to apologize for there being 4 random buildings here, I'm going to jump ahead in my video schedule, and the mega base is going to get not 1 layer, but every layer. I was going to do it 1 layer at a time, but I'd say to make up for the inconvenience of not being able to watch me build these, you can watch me build the whole mega base. Not the interior, just the exterior. Alright, let's jump to this part. So, this right here is the mega base. Let me kind of show you what I have planned. You see this? This is meant to be almost Roman Colosseum-like. They're going to go up, and then there's going to be 2 peaks at these 2 points as windows. And then on top of that, I'm going to have a copper block, just a big brick, and that's going to have a clock on it. So this is kind of a clock tower. And then I'm going to have quartz pillars going up into a red domed peak for the roof, and then a point at the top. I think that will make this place look very grand, and it will give me a lot of room for an epic interior. So let's just get the first part built. Now that looks pretty cool. Let me show you it from the front. That's a good framework. I like how that looks. I think that'll look pretty good. And since I'm flying up here, I actually already have all the blocks in my inventory to start planning. I say all the blocks, even though I know that this might not even fill in this little bit here. But we are going to try. Actually, it's cut sandstone, but I just grabbed all the sandstone I had. Alright, let's start building. Well, I made it to the top of this, and I still have enough, so it looks like I was right that I was wrong that it wouldn't have enough for this, but that's maybe going to be enough for this then. So, not a ton. Still going to need to go get a lot of sand. And in fact, I'll show you how I get all this sand. Let me get my cords up and head over to 0, 0, which should be this way. There it is. Come over here. This is a collection system from above. And, oh crap, I thought I was going to have stuff. I don't. I guess let's go to where I get stuff from above. Over this way. It should be coming up pretty soon around here. I'm looking for a big netherrack. There it is. Here we come. As you can see, I've boated here a few times before I got my elytra. And then you come on in here. Jump up. I accidentally wrong hotkey. Come over here. Run down here. Come into here. And this is the end. I have it on peaceful mode for right now so that I don't have to worry about the end of it. I can just show you this. My end is still ugly. I'll have to update that at some point. And this right here is my sand duper, or any gravity block duper. Now, I don't know where most people stand on duping, but it doesn't bother me. I think that if it's in the game, I'm gonna use it while I can. I'm an avid glitch hunter in other games besides Minecraft because I'm not smart enough to do it in Minecraft. And since this will give me as much sand as I need, I'm gonna continue to use it. So I'm gonna AFK here for like a million years, and when I have enough sand, I will finish the framework. Or finish filling in the frame, I should say. See you in a bit. Alright, it's done. Probably. All the stuff is stopped, and now I just jump in the portal. And let's fly back to spawn. Oh, wow. This is why I grabbed shulkers. Why isn't this stuff going anywhere? There we go. And now that I've collected and crafted everything to what I need it to be, I can now head back to the base and keep building, which should pop up right here soon. There we go. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough, and now I'm walking all the way back to turn it back on for a bit. And I go, alright, gotta turn this on. Probably leave it on for like half hour, 20 minutes. Alright, it should definitely be done now. I should have broke my bed before I went in here. Now I gotta fly all the way back. And on my way back, in just a split second, we'll see my mega base pop in the horizon. There we go. Most of it's done. We just need to fill in the last little bit here, and then the two side walls. I have a shulker box and a bit full of blocks. I hope this is enough. Time to get building. I wanted you guys to watch me place the last block, at least besides the roof. Beautiful. Let's go take a peek. And voila. Oh, I love it. This is great. I want to view it from down here. Oh, I like that. That makes it look a lot more grand. And like I said, we'll have another building like here, and then like pillars, and then a domed roof with a spike. Ooh, I like this a lot. It looked like, I for a second thought there was a hole in the wall because this actually kind of blends with this. I thought there was a hole there. Let's try it like up here. That's pretty menacing actually. But I kind of like it. I highly doubt that I have enough to finish the roof, but that's okay. I'll get it done. I'll have to go back and do some more duping, but I'm very happy with this. I think it looks good. I wonder how it looks from one of the sides where there isn't windows. Voila. I mean, it kind of just looks like a brick, but that's fine. I actually have a plan to make a logo there. Very happy with this. Water bucket clutch. Oh no. I'm going to teach you how to build, only using blocks that you can get incredibly easy in survival. Let's start with a basic block. There we go. We have a block. But you're not going to want to live in a block, so let's add another block. And let's make this one just a little bit longer. I also overlapped it with the other block. But this still isn't enough, so let's add another block. Like that. And now let's just add 2 more blocks. And there we go. Now, this isn't the prettiest looking thing, so let's just add some support beams. See, now doesn't that look better? Now, let's add even more support beams. There! Now let's add some extra detail to those support beams. Wow, looks great. Now let's add some separating details to the parts that are a little too blank. That's looking much better. Now, let's add 2 roofs. Great. Now let's change the colors of the in-between sections. Now doesn't that look better? But wait, we can get even crazier and add just a little bit of texturing. And there you go. And this is all with stuff you can find very early on in the game. But let's see what happens if you wanted to add just a couple extra details after you got just a little bit further into the game. There we go. Isn't that much better? This has been Building Tips with Midship13. Please make sure you @ me and like and subscribe if you use any of these tips. Now that is menacing. Let's go take a peek at it. Oh, it takes more than one rocket to get all the way up. There we go. As you can see, I got the framework for the clock that's going to go on top, which will probably only be able to be seen from that island, because down here you can hardly see the top of that. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Essentially, I'm just going to fill all the walls in with copper, and then either using biscotti, who's right there, or some scaffolding, put in a nice clock right here before we get on to the next part. And I measured this out, it's even, and I'm debating going out further. Like, looking at it like that, I think it should go to like here. I think I'm going to extend it 6 blocks on each side, which will cost more copper, but I'm okay with that. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oops, 6. I guess technically it would do this too. Alright, I went and got myself some more copper because I ran out real quick. I'm gonna keep building. Well, we've passed the 2,000 mark for placed oxidized copper. Actually, while we're in here, let's take a look at some stuff. So my most mined block is stone with 30,000. Then it's a significant drop off for the next two of 13,000 and 10,000, and even dirt being 6,000. Now, picked up at least, I've picked up cobble and dirt the most. 20,000, 18,000, and then sand with 16,000. Times used, the most thing is diamond pickaxe, but if we're referring to blocks placed, it's been moss with 13,000. I already picked up dropped. Sticks. Let's do like some niche ones. Times, well, duh, I'm not mining a saddle. Right, times mine, let's go down and find some interesting ones. I've mined 2 dried ghasts, that makes sense. Emerald ore 3. Monster spawner 3. I don't remember ever destroying 3 monster spawners. 3 beacons. Okay. Small amethyst bud, that's very specific. Let's go up and see if there's some like dumb ones that are too high. Sugar cane 1,000. Let's see. Seeds. Almost 3,000. Huh. Times broken. I mean, there's not much you can break. I've broken an iron shovel the most. Times crafted. That's interesting that my 4th most crafted item is bone meal. But spruce planks make sense. In fact, there'll probably be some spruce stuff when you get down to the like medium ones, like right here, spruce trapdoor. Chests, that's interesting. Coarse dirt. Okay, so like emeralds here, crafted 469, right? This is crafted. What's stopping me from just crafting and uncrafting emerald blocks over and over again? Would that like do something? And how the heck did I use a stick? Better yet, a more existential question. If I use, let me take my hat off, this is serious. If I use a crafter to constantly craft stuff, do I get the points for crafting that, or does the crafter have its own little statistics system? Because that'd be kind of funny if one day they show the crafter's statistics of crafting. Alright, I'll go back to work, I'm sorry. Last strip right here. And very last block. And that should be all. And here's our brick. Let's see what our statistics is up now. 2,368. Now, I've also placed this type of copper before in that build. I think in that build. That stuff over there, that copper, was all normal copper. I don't know if I used any copper elsewhere. I don't think I used it on that build. That's all other blue stuff. So, a solid 2,000. I'm gonna estimate 2,000. No, I'm almost out. Oh, I left my shulker boxes in there. Why did you... Oh, because I did use some waxed copper. I knew that. Okay. I was wondering what was going on there. Oh, man. I bet if, like, this was put on a map, this would look really weird, because, like, the bottom section has a bunch of scattered waxed copper, like, on the bottom. Not more so on the back over here, but on the bottom front, there's some waxed copper. I ended up using oxidized copper. But, no, I think this turned out well. Now I'm going to go use biscotti over there and figure out how to put a clock on here. See if I can clutch. Nice. If not, I found out that from that height, falling down here kills you. That's how I'm only at 15 levels right now. Which sucks. Alright. Here we are. I'm on biscotti. Hi, biscotti. It's kind of weird that you can use the spacebar to go upward. Like, I'm holding no arrow keys, I'm just pressing the spacebar. But if I want to go down with control, it doesn't work. Up we go. This is a very slow incline. Oh, I forgot the mushroom blocks down there. That's fine, I'll just map it out. Let's go, biscotti. Man, this guy is slow. Alright, we're almost there. Come on, biscotti. Doing great. Now this is most definitely menacing. Kind of also mesmerizing, but definitely menacing. Let's see it from over here. Oh, that looks awesome. I love that. Gonna have a really cool interior for everything. And I'm heavily debating filling in these upward like windows with like coal or something. I think that could look cool. Oh, I'm very happy with this. Let's go and add the clock. I just finished the roof and I wanted to point out that this looks so cool, the fog going down. I think Mojang just changed the way fog works recently. Alright, let's go and see what we got over here. I want no spoilers, and I'm going to look up, I'm going to see if this looks good. I have to add a little bit left to it, but I actually think that over here is the best place to view it. Here we go. Oops. Oh, I'm excited to look at this. I've used so many blocks on this thing. Oh, I love it. Oh, I think this is great. There'll be better transitions between the three, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. 5, if you really want to count the pillars. Let's see, how many did I write down on my piece of paper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the 6th is going to be the little point at the top. Ooh, I like this. I'll show you the roof that I made. It's kind of wonky, but from down low, it's kind of hard to tell that. It looks like a mushroom, right? It's just a mushroom head on top of my build. And in fact, I think part of it's uneven. I don't know what I'm going to do with the bottom here. Right now, it's actually just sitting, floating above the pillars. I don't think any of the pillars are actually touching it. But I'll figure out what to do for the inside here. If I can, I'll figure out a way to do a chandelier and kind of have these go up and maybe have statues. I don't know, we'll see. And then we have the clock. Then down here, oh, I can't die. I knew it. Dang it! Alright, I finally got my stuff back. I'm so mad. Throw all this stuff in a random chest. I guess maybe I'll throw it in the chest it was designed to be in. That was not fun. And now I'm down to 7 levels again. But, I think that's the base of the base. Base of the base. But I really do think that this is the base of the mega base done. Now, if you enter it, you'll see. Oh, I'm not wearing it. If you enter it, you'll see that this is an extremely empty place. And that's definitely got to change. Since this is such a big place, I am probably going to put every one of my storage stuff in here, which will be a very long and tedious task. I have to figure out a door for here. If anything, actually, is this possible to 3x3 piston door? Oh, this is 4. Whoops. I'll figure out something here. But I'm looking forward to this build being complete. Oh, it's exciting. Block back just so it looks somewhat decent. Man, I'm just so happy that this is getting complete. So I have the interior here. I don't know what I'll do with this, but I want to have like a grand entrance. Like I want to have statues probably all the way along, and then I'll have some better stuff up top. And then of course there's, after you get through this layer of rock, I have an entire building in here for the sand. And after, I was trying to make that fancy. After the sand, I have this giant cube, and then I'll have some sort of decoration up here, because this is the center. If I could put something in the center here, that'd look kind of cool. Man, this is exciting. All right, I think I need to figure out how I want to design the little peak at the top, and then the outside of my mega base will be done. That's exciting. I'm not going to clutch this time because I don't want to die. Let me go get the materials for this, and I'll show you that when it's done. Oh, look at it. You know what that roof is made of? It was expensive. It costed me a lot of time, but boy, it looks good. It's the mega base, so I had to flex. So this right here is all iron, except for the tip. The tip I had to do smooth quartz because I couldn't make it a full tip. All right, here it is. The very top of the building. A lot of iron bars and blocks, and then I used 8 anvils. It looks good, but that was like, the anvils alone was like 30 minutes of mining. But I think it looks great, and I'm so pleased with it. Let's get a good view of it. Yeah, that's about all you want. Let's go really far. And let's wait until it pops into render distance. Wow. I just took some screenshots, but I'm very pleased with this. Over the horizon. Wow. I'm very happy with this. However, I probably wasted all my rockets, so I'm gonna go collect like 1.5 million of those, since I used at least 2 shulker boxes worth of rockets for this episode. Wow. I know, I feel like I'm patting myself on the back here, but this is one of my favorite big builds I've ever made. My favorite build on like this world itself is probably that, or maybe one of the buildings. I guess my favorite individual build would probably be the very basic lighthouse. I guess I also do enjoy this build, but I think that this tops all of them just because of how long it took me to make and just how massive it is. This is my mega base. I'm gonna have everything that was fitting in the whole cities in here, and I think that's wonderful. I've never built a mega base before, and if you're watching since I started this project of mining down and blowing up the entire mountain that was here, thank you. Man, I am so happy about this. Here, oh, duh. Wow. More details will be added, little things in and out, and it will look different from just box roof, right? It will be different, but I don't think I have enough stamina inside of me to continue playing Minecraft. Today alone, in which all I did was the box, the clock, and the roof, I built that all today. The rest of that I did a different day. And that took me, I want to say I started at 2 o'clock, and it is now 6:30, so 4.5 hours to build it, and I already had all the materials, so maybe I'm just really inefficient. I probably am. My blocks per minute placed is probably not very good, but I think that's like, I know I've said it several times. I just can't believe it's done. I've been doing this thing for 4 months, it feels like, and now the outside's done, and I can look at what I created. This is very menacing, though. Like, these garbage cans I thought felt big to be here, the dumpsters, and then I'm thinking, oh wow, this is a very cool city to look in, and then you look and you see the towering monstrosity that is my base. I suppose I should quit yapping about it. Let me go do the intro. I think I'm gonna do the intro on top of this guy. Come here, Biscotti. Come here. Come here, Biscotti. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and sorry for the inconvenience of you not being able to see me build the city that's behind me, or at least the other half of the city. OBS just decided it didn't want to work. So, thank you for watching me build the exterior of that, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Watch it. Woo. Oh, didn't need to. Thanks, Biscotti.